What's going on, YouTube? Another update here. Another Tuesday update from the hot tub aquaponic garden here. Everything's going pretty good. Water level's up a little bit. Added one reservoir tank to it. Yeah, let's check this out. This is my blueberry, and I figured out I'm actually I wasn't using, oh look, we got weeds in here already. I wasn't using a digital scale. I was just trying to use internet measurements for my master blend, and found out I was probably using half strength master blend. So I wanted to use some of the water up, so I had a half gallon left, so I put a bunch in here, some of my strawberries out there. It didn't make it all the way through, so that's pretty good. Hopefully that'll stay in there. I'll wait a day or two and then probably water it pretty heavy, but as you can see, all these little pieces right here coming back, which is awesome because I had a whole bunch of leaves, like you can see right here, these from last year, and the chickens ate almost every single one of them off because it was sitting outside next to the greenhouse, so I had to bring it in here. So it's been in here ever since. But back to the garden. I spent a bunch of time in here doing a bunch of work and stuff like that. Doesn't mean the plants are doing any better. But anyway, a bunch of these strawberries still looking dead. A bunch of fish died off too. I think 4 or 5. I just did a count just wow. I just put food in here too, and I barely see any in here. I just did a count. I believe I counted 9. I think there's probably a dozen in there, so I'm definitely going to need to get some more fish. But right over here, first garden, well, strawberries. Looking half decent. Dead one still. This little guy looks like it's going in the same fate. The rest of them are starting to come back. A couple of berries there. Some lightening of the leaves there in the center. Doesn't look like iron, so I'll have to go consult my guide and figure out what kind of deficiency I've got going on here. I did take, daggone it, there's another one of those stupid little caterpillars right there too. I did take my last bit of my minerals and stuff. Feed them to the fish. My mineral stuff, the you know, that multi-mineral stuff that you can find at your local pet store, at your fish store. I did have like a heavy 2 tablespoons left of that, so I went ahead, put like a heavy tablespoon in this garden, which I put right into the filter over there, and I let it just go ahead and come out slowly. You can see it's just got a really slow little stream there coming out. But that's the way I'm adding my nutrient mix, so we'll see if that makes any difference. The romaine, I went ahead and planted them all out over here. I got like a whole romaine grove over here, so looking pretty good. I also removed all the cups out of here, so we're good to go. Dinosaur kale, I did a couple of them in each of the 3 beds over here, that is. But I got 2 right here just because I had some extra room. I wanted to throw them in there. Oh yeah, this little strawberry looks like it's dying off too. This one's coming strong, looking awesome. And that's the thing with the strawberries. You get them and they're looking like this over here. And then you come to another one and it's beautiful, beautiful dark green. So I don't know if that's just a fluke with some of them or it's actually some kind of nutrient deficiency, but we'll find out. Little tiny Swiss chard there, looking nice right in front of its other gigantic Swiss chard. This thing is so huge, it's taken up like half the garden. I mean, look at that, all the way over there. Giant leaves, probably need to be trimmed back and everything. Just haven't gotten around to that yet. Been doing other things, like planting this kale. Little tiny kale here, looking half decent, hanging out underneath this big kale. Look at this, man. Those are like, they look like they are all independent little kale plants all growing along the trunk here, which is crazy. So I guess that's what everybody's talking about when they say top your kale. I didn't want to top it because, as you can see, look how big this thing is. It starts way down there, came all the way up. I topped it right here, and it kept on going. Heck, it was like all the way up to here. It was like, I don't know, 2.5, 3 feet tall. And I don't know, that's what I like going for when I'm growing plants, see how big I can get them. Not to see how much production I can get off, but as you can see, you top it and it really goes nuts. So I guess for production wise, because I really don't like kale, to be perfectly honest. I tried it a couple times. Maybe I need to try it again with a new batch here or something. but really it wasn't for me, and I'm not making smoothies or anything like that. Otherwise I'd throw it right in there and pretend it's not in there. But I guess for production value, I guess topping it would be really good, because as you can see, I mean, that's only a couple weeks, and this one took a while to start. Speaking of coming back, look at this. It looks like I never even topped the thing, but as you can see right in there, there's where I topped the kale, and these are all, again, like little mini plants just popping right off the side here. So yeah, topping kale is pretty good, I guess. I don't know. I'm not in it for the production, so just for the beauty, like this guy. Look at that. Aw, look how pretty it is. So beautiful, big canopy, new growth coming right out of the center there, looking awesome. That's what I like. But anyway, dinosaur kale through 2 over here as well. Got some pest damage here, if you can pick that out there. A couple holes in the leaves there. Another caterpillar, I found him over here. Fed him to the catfish a couple days ago. More runners, some new growth. Some of these looking good, some of them not looking so hot. Radicchios are somewhere behind the bell siphon. I can't really see it. Other radicchios right here. Next to this pepper, which I topped. Really didn't have anything going on. I think it had 1 leaf or something like that. It was looking ratty, so I topped it, and I thought, heck with it. Do something or you're out of here. Little strawberry runner, not lots of nice little growth off of there. I decided to put my cabbage grove over here. Yeah, I know, they're going to get big, and, well, I hope they get big anyway. I never had success with cabbage before. I don't think I've ever had a cabbage. No, or Brussels. I've had, oh, jeez, tens of Brussels sprouts, and I've never gotten a Brussels sprout from a Brussels sprout before. But that's back when they were in that hydro tube right there. Check those videos out. That was quite a while ago, a couple years ago. But I decided to throw them over here, and yeah, like I said, they're probably way too close to each other. I don't care. That is why I do aquaponics, because I like to cram everything in as close as I can and see what they can take. Like these kale, the kale are probably pretty close, too close together right here. I don't care. That's how I do it, man. That's why I love strawberries. Those things go everywhere. You can put a million of them in one of these beds. They're great. I understand root structure and stuff like that, where these guys don't have as many roots as like these guys would have and stuff like that, blah, 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 whatever. I'm not going for exact science here. We're going for what can we do, and that's why I got into aquaponics, man. I was doing square foot gardening, and someone was telling me you can plant stuff way closer together by using fish water, and I was like, say what? So, say what? Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Over here we got a couple more dinosaur kale right here. I guess I should explain this. Little guy right back there, little tiny pepper. No, that's not the St. Thomas Bane that was approximately in this location. That is actually, well, get off me, kale. The rest of this sideways pepper, if you can actually see right here at the base, it was growing up and I had to top it, and it started coming out of the side. Well, I topped it again. I topped it right here where my pinky finger is, and I figured, what the heck, let's see if it's going to do anything better. It really was just kind of stalling, and if anything, just getting leggier and kind of like hanging down. So I figure if it does anything, then that's better than nothing. Put my little grove of Brussels sprouts right over here, probably way too close together, but again, don't care. We're gonna see what they do, and if they grow, then they weren't too close together. And if they don't grow, then it's a good thing I put a couple in the deep water culture bed. What else do we got here? My stump I still need to remove. I was just thinking of this, with all of my intakes here, it's always a losing battle. You can't like put them in the rocks, because then the roots grow right up into the pipe, and you can't put them on top, because as you can see, like I did, it kind of pulls a little bit, you get algae forming. It's like a no-win battle here. But for spring cleanup, I'm going to have to get rid of this guy, at least top it or something like that. Oh, that was another fun fact right over here. With this little pool, I had one of my 6-packs, or 9-packs right here on top of it, and the roots started growing down into it. You can see some of them right here and everything. But when I picked it up, 2 earthworms just hanging out right there, man. So they made it through the winter. Oh, at least 2 did anyway. So that's pretty cool. So we, and if you didn't see that a while ago, I put, oh geez, I forget what it was, 96 red wigglers into both of the gardens or just this garden. I can't remember. It was quite a long time ago. Actually, I have the numbers written down on the side of the garden over there. I could go look at them, but that's not important. Put a bunch of worms in. Carrots over here looking pretty good. Little tiny kale looking awesome. Doesn't look like it's stunted or anything. These green ones seem to grow a lot smaller than the big reds. This guy, it's got some growth that looks promising, and some that doesn't. Oh wait, no, actually we've got some garbage in here. Yep. Alright, that same brown crap that keeps killing it is right in here, so I'm going to have to go ahead and cut it down, like right down here or something, and cover it, make sure it doesn't spread that stuff around. Little Swiss chard, looking beautiful. Nice, getting a nice little trunk on it there. Yeah, just like its buddy right behind it. Nice little trunk on it. Nice. These big old broad leaves. Cups are all missing, so that's good. And then we got my beautiful little strawberry. Had a little pest damage here, as you can see. Got some white crap all over it, and a little leaf right here. Got munched on a little bit. Checked it out, didn't find any caterpillars. Oh yeah, shoot. That was one of the strawberries that was actually doing really good a while ago. Actually had a berry just a little bit ago, and now it looks like it's dying. This guy is looking okay. Everybody else looks pretty dead. Over here, oh, my jalapeno. As you can see, it's just a stick in a cup now. I went ahead, and it really wasn't doing much. It just seemed like it stalled or something like that. But if you look right there, I just did this yesterday. Come on, buddy. Yeah, but anyway, there you go. Right there on either side, there's a little nub of a node type thing starting to pop off. So, hey, never know. Might get that thing to grow yet. Actually, now that I'm looking down the stalk here, there's a bunch of them that are actually starting to pop up. So maybe that was a good decision then. I did it right at the fork, hoping that maybe, I don't know. I don't know why I did that. I put the remainders down here, the 2 branches. So this is what it actually looked like there. I think I took a couple leaves off of this one. And this one just has this little tiny bit of growth down there, so hopefully that'll be sufficient as leaves. Maybe not. But anyway, whatever, I was just going to throw them away anyway. So I figured, what the heck, throw them in here, see what we get. So, they are here. The purple basil is gone. And then we got the iceberg. Got a whole bunch of them over here. All looking pretty decent. This one actually looks pretty big, like it grew a lot. I just planted them yesterday. I'm not even gonna lie. I was slacking for a while. All these guys got planted yesterday. Lemon balm, actually new growth popping off there. So I guess it's coming back with us this year. Got a whole empty space over here. I'm reserving for... I was gonna reserve it for all of my tomatoes, but I think I may just reserve... Nah, okay. Nah, I was going to say maybe I'll just reserve it for the indigo rose, but I think, nah, it's better off whenever I do like indigo, Marglobe, Brandywine, whatever. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. They are still inside. Filters still filtering, maybe. A little bit, somewhat, maybe. I don't know. The stream of water coming out is that right there. So obviously, it's not filtering that good. But I believe that is mainly because I haven't cleaned out my pump in, oh jeez, this is embarrassing. I don't know the last time I cleaned out my pump. So I really need to go ahead and clean out my pump, because you'll get stuff like that, where it starts flowing and flowing and flowing and flowing and takes an extra long time to actually drain. And in that time, you're usually overwatering your bed at the time. So, but as you can see, strawberries looking good. Bunch of flowers there, more flowers over here, here. I think that's an actual berry starting to form inside there. Inside. No. Hey, there we go. Actually see like little seed type stuff in there, and lots of new growth popping off. Fighter jets going off overhead. Oh, look at this guy. I didn't even see this. Look at all of that. Those should hopefully be popping out as strawberries. And, oh yeah, up here on this hillside, because if you look at it, I've got the water intake here, and it's going into this fitting, and it's pretty much sloped downward, and then it goes out. But on this little hillside right here, I planted out a whole bunch. I talked about that a while back. and they actually have established and starting to put off new little leaves there. So looks like I still know what I'm doing with the strawberries, kinda. But anyway, yeah, and as you can see, we got some over here looking crappy, and then some of them just looking absolutely beautiful and green, like these guys. Look at that. So, and we got an old leaf right here with the red tips. It needs to be pulled out, which I probably should do after filming. Oh, there it goes. Anyway, yep. And so I've been trying to clean all this dead stuff out of here and everything. Still have a couple little things in here. One of them looks like he's dying right here. Looks like maybe he's getting crown's out of water. Shouldn't be getting too much water, but anyway, there's a couple fish in there. Probably couldn't even see them anyway. So that was a walk around of what was growing on this week over here, and all my new additions here. Looking beautiful. So I guess all we need to do is wait and see what they're gonna do. Like I said, I added that mineral stuff, so hopefully next week we'll see some kind of boost going, and yeah, see what's growing on. Still looking into, in case anybody knows definitively if it's possible or not, but I'm still looking into whether or not you could use Master Blend in the hot tub, or actually aquaponics. Kind of don't think so, but never know. Maybe I'll start another small aquaponic garden with just a couple goldfish, and we'll try that as an experiment. Alright, well, that was a walk around here, look at what's growing on and everything. So don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, share, all that fun, happy media stuff down below, and I'll catch you next time. Till then, later.